In church ministry, you will face some criticism. It just comes with the territory of being a leader. So how do you deal with it? Let's talk about it. My name is Matt, and I'm a pastor in church ministry, and I've started this YouTube channel to encourage and develop leaders in church ministry or community ministry. Maybe you're on staff, maybe you're a pastor, maybe you're a volunteer that leads a team or leads an initiative, and you have that drive and calling, and I love to cheer you on and share stories and learnings that I've gone through that may inspire you and help you in your leadership. Today's topic is not one that I like to talk about often. It's criticism. Now, nobody likes criticism, especially me, because I love to encourage, I love to affirm, and I love to support. In fact, people that work with me, they compliment me, "Matt, I feel so encouraged by you." I love that because I need it, and I give people what I hope to get. And so criticism is the last thing I want to give, and I certainly don't want to receive it. Can you relate? Criticism feels so painful. It feels like you're being attacked or questioned, or you're not appreciated, or someone doesn't understand the complications of leading your ministry or church or team, and you feel diminished. It almost as if criticism slows you down from moving forward in your ministry. But I've learned this, that there's a difference between criticism and critique, or some would call it constructive criticism. Both are painful. Both are hard to hear. But here's what I think the difference is: the source of how it comes to you and who it comes from. Criticism is really someone that you see as an enemy. They're an adversary to you. You feel like they never liked you. They don't get you. They're not really in with you. They're just kind of Monday morning quarterback, picking away, telling you why it won't work. You're stupid. You have the wrong attitude, and that definitely can be a negative criticism. But critique or constructive criticism is coming from someone who's being objective with you. That maybe they're not your friend, maybe they don't know you, but they're giving you objective feedback. And it can feel like criticism, but I think it's coming different. And then the best part is when you have someone that believes in you, who's an ally, that they do love you, they've been helping you, but they're starting to tell you, hey, that's not working. Hey, your attitude. Hey, you're late. Hey, you're not prepared. Hey, that's not good planning. Whatever it is, whether it's objective or it's an ally or it's an enemy, it can be used for your good. I think about restaurants that we all go to. That if you go to a restaurant and the service isn't good, or you had to wait too long, the food wasn't good, something was messed up, most of the time we don't tell them that it was bad. We usually just don't go back. And this is why restaurants go to the trouble of having feedback, or they ask for you to do a survey. Why are they doing that? Because they know their survival isn't what they think is a good restaurant or experience. It's the perception of the customer. And that they want the customers, they have to get into the head and the experience of what a customer senses and feels. Because you've heard it, the customer is always right. And so if restaurants can go through the painful process of asking for feedback and criticism and look for it, we need to say that it's helpful, not just painful. My mom used to tell us as kids, she said, "Matt, you can use criticism from even your enemies to make you better." Because there's a nugget of truth, even there in attack, that is truthful that you can use to improve. Boy, that's good. And she was a pastor's wife in church ministry and a school teacher, which she was always having to take parents and principals and church members. And so she got a lot of criticism her way. See, I've learned this, that criticism or critique is painful. But you're either going to feel the pain of taking constant criticism and feedback and disagreement to use to improve, or if you keep on defending, or you're hurt, or you're complaining, we call it BCD, blame, complain, defend, you're never taking the advantage of allowing people to give you objective, honest, truthful, even painful insight to you. Because here's what you have to know. You have gaps. I have gaps. You have things you're not great at. You have things that you don't know are aggravating to others and you're not aware of it. Or maybe you're aware of it, but you're not doing something about it and it's tripping you up. In fact, I think about gaps. I wrote a book with a friend in ministry. Her name is Michelle. She's a coach, ministry leader, and it's called Give Your Job Away, Finding Your Gaps and Filling Them. And it talks about this, that we have to be more aware and accepting about the gaps in our leadership and our ministry, because you're not good at everything and you can't do everything. And so when people critique you, they're trying to point out your gaps. And if you don't go through the constant painful process of correction, improvement, awareness, you're never going to learn, and you're going to have the pain on the other end where you never have impact. See, I've taken a lot of criticism over the years, and I still to this day take critique and criticism. But I've done what my mom has said, and I'm going to go through the painful process of accepting, being humble, being open, resisting defending or blaming or complaining, because it's widened my perspective, made me more focused, made me more careful and governed, made me more prepared and excellent, and to do a better strategy. It's helped me go farther, faster. So let's embrace criticism. Even though it's painful, open ourselves up to it and thank people for the feedback. Whether they're an enemy or an ally, use it to grow.